What kinds of ideas inspired the Founding Fathers of America, including their creation of our nation's two key founding documents, the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution? A major study in the 1980s of the writings during the founding era by American leaders called through looking for quotation sources. Whom were the founders quoting the most? The researchers, Charles Heinemann and Donald S. Lutz, discovered that the founders cited the Bible 4 times more than any human author. The Bible is clear that man is sinful, thus powers should be separated. That's the intellectual underpinning of the Constitution. Of the human authors they quoted, they could be classified perhaps as Enlightenment thinkers, but clearly in the Christian tradition. They were not Enlightenment thinkers in the anti-Christian tradition, like Voltaire, Rousseau, or Diderot, the philosophers who inspired the bloody and failed French Revolution. But rather, America's founders were quoting Montesquieu, Blackstone, and John Locke. All 3 were Christian thinkers. For example, the great British legal expert Sir William Blackstone had a great deal of influence on America. Phrases in our founding documents like the laws of nature and of nature's God echo Blackstone's writings. Alabama Supreme Court Chief Justice Thomas Parker said, quote, "We have to recognize today the incredible influence that William Blackstone had on the Revolution in America through his commentaries that were published in 1765. 4 years after the first volume was published, Samuel Adams was citing Blackstone as justification of the Revolution in an article that he had published in the Boston Gazette." We know that over 50% of our founding fathers had their own personal set of Blackstone. These founders of America were reading Blackstone's biblical worldview that said that all law came from God, and if any law was contrary to God's law, it was not law at all. End quote from Alabama Chief Justice Thomas Parker. Well, ideas have consequences. Through faith in God, our framers were able to build an incredible nation. But today, most Americans know little of these things, and we're reaping the consequences of that ignorance. As Patrick Henry declared, it was when a people forget God that tyrants forge their chains. For D. James Kennedy Ministries, I'm Jerry Newcombe.